Hi, Leo, and welcome to your first of 2 April readings, okay? These are for Leo, your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus signs. And Venus, if you want to look at it from a relationship perspective, okay? You would look at your Venus sign. We are also going to be I also wanted to let you know that this is good for whenever you find it because the messages are timeless. So if you find this video after April, that is okay. Probably meant that there's something in here for you. I'm going to be doing the cards live today, Oracle and Tarot. So let's get right into this for you, Leo. We're going to get an overall energy card. Sometimes it will tie into the other messages, and sometimes they will tie into one another, or they could just be individual messages for you. Polar Bear Ancestors. It's a pretty card. I love it when there's cards that come out that I haven't seen before, or that maybe I just haven't seen in a very long time, okay? So what could that be for you? Maybe for you, Leo. Geez, I'm knocking my crystals everywhere here, you guys. Maybe for you, Leo, your ancestors are trying to talk to you right now. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're trying to maybe bring you a message. They are, I don't know, for some of you, they're trying to, this almost reminds me of like trying to, you know, when you're trying to, gosh, I'm repeating myself, you know, make yourself bigger than you are, like to scare something off. Maybe they're trying to bring you in a warning of sorts. I don't feel like it's a bad thing, but it may just be something that needs your attention, or a situation or event that's going to be coming up where they're kind of like, maybe not the best choice here for you. So really be paying attention to signs and synchronicities around you. Again, I always say, like TV, social media, billboards, lyrics of songs that you're listening to, something somebody says, and it's going to trigger something in you, and you're going to be like, oh, maybe that's what they've been trying to tell me, okay? But I feel like they're trying to connect with you here in some way. Or it could just be they're trying to connect with you to maybe give you a heads up or a warning, all right? But again, I don't feel like it's bad or it's serious. I don't feel dread here, okay? I don't know how else to explain it. It's not a bad feeling for me. It just feels like may need a little heads up, okay? So let's get right into the cards here and see what we have. Owl, magic. Okay, and these could be spirit animals for you as well. So choose to know the truth because you can. Okay, so, okay, here we go. We're talking truth here. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let go. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So this could be a message for you if it's something that you're going through or been in, or a recent situation. But what I do love here is that I feel it is tying in with, I said they're trying to give you a heads up, right? Because maybe they want to show you truth, right? I said maybe they're like, it's like a warning or a heads up. They want you to open your inner vision, your third eye, your intuition, so that you can see through deception if it's coming at you. I like that. Let's get a tarot to go with it. Look, when messages come out short and sweet, they're the best kind, right? Because they're very matter of fact and to the point. And sometimes I'll come back as I'm doing the reading and the cards because something else will pop in. But I just feel right now like these two are really tying together. There's something that you need to know, or you need to use your intuition about. And look at this 10 of Pentacles. It just came out in, I have just done the Cancer reading, Leo. And I shuffle and I shuffle, and you see how I go through. What I think here is it is to your benefit, okay? Whatever it is that they want you to know here, it's not just a heads up so you're in the know so you can get one over on someone, Leo. It's more like you need to know this because it's going to benefit you in the end here with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very good card, okay? This is kind of, it represents abundance, having what it is you need and an abundant amount of it, okay? I love that it could tie in here with letting go of the past and making room for a better life. This would be the better life, okay? This is your birthright. And opening up your third eye and trusting your intuition and being aware that spirit, your guides, your ancestors are trying to send you a sign in some way to help you be in the know is beautiful. I mean, not everyone's getting this message, right? So this is a beautiful message. Let's move on to the next card. But I do feel that maybe, Leo, that some of you are of a mystical, magical nature, or maybe you are someone who, you know, has a bit of psychic ability here in some way. Everyone's different, and you know, you may hear of people or you think that they have this, that they are exactly the same, but they're not. And I can tell you that as someone who is also a medium. The way I do it isn't the way that Tyler Henry does it or the way that Teresa Caputo does it, but it's similar to someone else that I know. But in the end, we all have our own little individual ways of communicating and getting that information from spirit, which is so neat. And I just always say yeah, just really, really neat. It's a neat experience to be able to do that. So I feel like some of you maybe have those gifts too. Look, antelope spirit, life is speeding up. And this is a 2, which again goes to the second house of your money, your earned income, financial responsibilities, right? Your property and possessions. So again, could there be situations that you're already in or coming up for you where you need to have a little heads up here when it comes to money and abundance in your life? Right? Things are speeding up. Maybe something needs to happen now and they want you to be prepared for it. Okay, this card just came out as I started to shuffle. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. The reason I think that they're really talking about, and I'm going to say pushing, okay, the intuition here and choosing to know the truth because you can and seeing through deception is because I feel that it's right now, maybe for some of you Leos listening to this, it may not feel natural. Okay, it may not feel natural. You may shy away from the sign that you get. Like you're going to be like, well, this is kind of making sense to my situation. Whatever this person just said randomly is tying into what's going on with me, and there's no way they would know, which means, oh, this must be my sign. But you're a little timid. Okay? It's almost like you're a little timid. You want to hold on to not being clairvoyant maybe, or not, you know, being able to see through the deception or the facade. It's like, I don't know if I want to enter into that other world where all of a sudden I am going to start becoming aware of these things. And that's totally natural, right? Even I felt like I fought it a little bit at the beginning. Well, actually not even a little bit, a lot, because I was like, no, there's no way that this is me now, but it is. So don't hang on too tightly to not wanting to make the change, right? For some of you, let go, let the past go and make room for a better life. Don't try to hang on too tightly. I like it. It could be tying into that for you. Life is speeding up, you know, you got to keep it moving, keep it fresh, make changes, go with the flow. All right, let's get some more cards here for you, Leo. I always say to you, Leo, whether I do the piles ahead of time or pull them live like this, the way this, to me, the synchronicity that happens here with Spirit, the way they get the messages out is really quite phenomenal. Okay, Tiger, accept your magnificence. Look, if you have some sort of psychic, intuitive, we'll call it, intuitive gift, accept it. You know, the tiger has, I don't know why I'm going to say this, but don't they have their gait? The way they walk is just like nobody's going to mess with me, right? Like I'm proud of myself. I am all that. And they know it deep down. And this is also Archangel Raphael. So maybe you need some healing in some way to help you with this. You can call on Archangel Raphael, but the tiger's just kind of strutting around, you know, sauntering around like I'm all that in a bag of chips. Oops, hang on here. And I feel like that's almost the energy that they want you to take on here. But it could be any area of your life that doesn't also have to do with this, Leo. This could just be something else in your life. And I always say Leo energy, for the most part, loves to be bright and shiny, okay? You like to be in the spotlight. It may be in different ways for different people, but be accepting of that. I love this Eight of Cups. In this case, it's flying away from what isn't serving you, right? Don't hang on too tightly to whatever. And again, this could be an individual message in your life. But I want to say, don't walk away from your magnificence. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to pretend it doesn't exist. Because if you have intuitive gifts, then embrace them. Doesn't mean you have to be out dealing with the public. You know, you don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't need to be a medium. You don't need to be a psychic out giving readings to people. You don't need to do it in that way, but use it for yourself. And maybe a few of your close friends, all right? So don't walk away from the magnificence that you are. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself, okay? It says, rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. I'm really liking this message for you, Leo. Don't be afraid to shine. Look at how bright it is up here above this tiger. And this tiger has an open heart chakra. This tiger has an open third eye. And that's what they're talking about for you here too. So don't be afraid and get guidance. If you're unsure how to do this, go to someone and get some guidance on it. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Maybe you would be a little worried about what others would think if you started talking. I'm going to say if you started talking intuitive, okay? In the intuitive, we'll call it, where people are like, who are you and who do you think you are? You're not psychic. You're not intuitive. What, all of a sudden now at 35, this is what you are. If you were really that, you would have been like that all your life. And let me tell you, that is not true. Okay, so don't worry about what other people think, whether they judge you or disapprove of you. I've been through it myself. It is, yes, frustrating, and yes, can even make you a little angry. We are human beings. But what I've just eventually settled with is, you people that are judging and disapproving of me haven't had a reading from me. You haven't sat down and actually experienced it for itself. You are judging it based on what it is. These cards are not evil. These cards are not Satan. These cards are not bad, okay? These cards are not evil spirit. They're just here to guide and help. And I'm just a conduit that brings it through. So, notice I get a little even, did you notice my voice change there? Because I do get a little, defensive about it a little bit. I don't go outright attacking people about it, but I have been a little defensive. So The message here is you need to stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone bring you down based on the fact that they just simply don't believe. That's great. They weren't meant to this lifetime. Nothing more to be said. Right? We can only help those who want to be helped, and that's the way you need to think of it. I mean, you know, everyone has their own path, right? Look, Seven of Swords, don't let anybody steal your magnificence. Don't let anyone steal who you are at your core. Don't let anyone steal your magic, your wisdom. The fact that you can look through and see deception. The fact that you have a very, very strong third eye and intuition. The fact that you want to even know the truth, maybe. It could just simply be that for you. You know what? If separate from all the intuition stuff, if this is just a message for you, Leo, to stand up for yourself, if it is what you believe in and you feel it's right for you, don't let anyone steal that from you. If you want to be bright and shiny out in the world, don't let anyone steal that thunder or that magnificence. You see, this can be interpreted into many different situations in your life, okay? But it will resonate. And if it doesn't, then it might just not be your reading this time around, and that's okay. But usually there's always a little nugget somewhere, even in readings where I'm kind of like, no, this isn't really resonating with me, but I like the reader, so I'll listen to the full thing. And then I'm like, oh no, there was that one little thing. It may have been tiny this time, but maybe it's something I've heard from 3 others, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, let's look at tarot here for further clarification, confirmation, advice, or guidance of what's on the table. I usually ask for 3 cards. Here we have 3. I'm going to take them. The Magician. You're right. This is magic, okay? The Magician. You have everything that you need inside of you, okay? You are going to have all of the earth, air, water, and fire elements, which are the wands, the pentacles, the swords, and the cups. You are going to be able to manifest. If you set your mind to something, you will able to bring it to reality, to bring it to fruition, to manifest it in. The 8 of Cups, again, important here, because maybe for some of you, they're doubling down, as I like to say, on there is something that needs to be transformed. There is something, let the past go. There is something that you need to fly away from, whether it's a way you believe in yourself, or there's actually someone or something or in a situation that needs to be let go of so that you can move forward, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Knights are just, this is a message of steady Eddie, right? Slow and steady will win the race here. Take your time. Be dedicated if we're talking about the change or tapping into this mystical and magical part of yourself, if that's what it will be for you. Okay? Slow and steady. The message will come from the ancestors, from your spirit guides, spirit, when it is time. Don't try to rush it. You just be on the horse. I'm thinking of the regular tarot, and be ready, okay? It doesn't need to be rushed. As long as you are productive and responsible and dedicated and willing to do the work, this will happen for you. So that is your message, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you in your next reading, or maybe one of my other readings here on the channel. There's playlists. You can go and check them out. Thank you again.